Prince Pretty, the last time we were out here, you lost your title, and now you have Chaos tonight. How do you feel going into that match?
Well, you're right. I did lose the title. I'm not going to complain, though. I am honestly really proud of the reign that I had, being the longest reigning champion, the youngest ever champion, and so I am proud to say that I was a champion. And so tonight, I am going to prove why I deserve to be on top again when I face Chaos, a respectable opponent in Chaos, and I'm going to prove exactly why. We have the people of the palace say he is her. Period. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So, Chaos, tonight you have a match against Prince Pretty, a former world champion. How are you feeling going into that match?
See, tonight is a match that has been brewing for a while now and just hasn't happened. But tonight I didn't come to joke around. I came to show why Chaos is always on top. Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.
In the beginning.
And Elite Breakout Wrestling is back, and we're just kicking off with an absolute banger, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. You saw at the interviews that happened earlier today while both these men were getting ready for this match. Prince Pretty and Chaos Child finally meet each other in the squared circle.
Hell yeah, Mark Houston's Perry Atlas. Mark Houston talking live from Farm to Familia. And then here comes Chaos Child.
Chaos Child holding the singles championship out there at the Wrestle Shop. And here to do his thing against Prince Pretty, hoping to walk out with a W here tonight.
And last time he had a shot at Prince Pretty was when Prince Pretty was world champion. But unfortunately, Chaos Child was unable to make that match, and now he's got a one-on-one opportunity against Prince Pretty, this time with title implications.
And the thing that will be super crazy about this is that if Chaos Child were to win tonight, it makes you wonder would that have been the same exact outcome if they were to have met before when they were first scheduled. And if so, that must really break the heart of Chaos Child, knowing that, man, I could have been the EBW Undisputed World Champion right now. But you know, things happen for a reason.
Hey, it's hype. It's hype for Chaos Child, but I do not envy him being across the ring from Prince Pretty after what happened last time we saw him. How everything went down, losing his world championship in kind of a controversial way. Very controversial, Mark Houston.
Yeah, for sure. You could tell that I wasn't very happy with the outcome of that last match. Red Davis so blatantly tapping to Prince Pretty, but Prince Pretty isn't someone who's just gonna let that bring them down. And like you said, this is a completely new, different Prince Pretty. And hear me out, right? I want to add on to a little bit of what you said. But Prince Pretty didn't really have much to fight for before the EBW World Championship. Now think about it. As soon as he came in, he was already super hot. People loved him. Immediately won the Rough Redemption. Immediately after that, winning the world title, was like he was just kind of on a roll. But now that he's felt what it's like to be a champion, what it's like to hold that gold and sit at the top of the mountain, he is fighting to get right back to that spot, because that is where you want to be in the world of professional wrestling.
Well, I mean, this right here is gonna either prove your statement right or wrong, Mark Houston, because we haven't seen anything from Prince Pretty after this tough loss. We haven't seen anything from him just yet. And if he could really put out in this match, he could get himself back in the title conversation. Because you always have to fight for your title opportunities here at Elite Breakout Wrestling. Some beautiful chain wrestling going between these two guys. There's been a lot of hype and anticipation for this one-on-one contest. Fans have been dying to see this match. And now that it's finally happening, it doesn't feel real. Beautiful arm drag from Prince Pretty. Tries to come up with the clothesline, reversal, Chaos Child. Showing his technique. Beautiful arm drag.
Chaos Child showing Prince Pretty I can hang in the ring just as much as you can.
Oh, Prince Pretty coming with the beautiful springboard arm drag of his own. Tries to go for the hip toss and oh, Chaos Child, the beautiful reversal into his own hip toss. Tries to go for a house call there. Prince Pretty locking in a heel hook. Chaos Child able to get to the ropes. This is like a match made in heaven, Mark Houston. That's why the fans have been anticipating this match. It was previously announced, and there was a lot of anticipation built for it.
A lot of hype surrounding the match. Now we get to see it right before our very eyes. We're here calling it with each other. Super honored.
Beautiful technique there from Prince Pretty getting into that armbar. Good transition from Chaos Child, get into the side headlock. Prince Pretty was trying to bridge up. The Chaos Child just locking it in tighter. Prince Pretty's got something to prove tonight, Mark Houston. And he's gonna show everybody. Beautiful backslide! Gets a 2 count.
And both these men going tick for tack.
The action is fast and furious, too fast to call, Mark Houston. Oh, sneaky pin from Chaos Child. Oh, Pretty with the block. Forearm right to the face of Chaos Child. Beautiful reversal. Wheelbarrow. I think Pretty got caught. Oh! Spin out power slam from Chaos Child. Prince Pretty showing a lot of fight, but Chaos Child is sharp. Chaos Child looks like he brought his A game today. I mean, this is a chance right here. If you beat a former champion, that's got to make you #1 contender. Oh, Pretty tries to go for the facelift. Look how quick Chaos Child is. He might be as quick as Prince Pretty. Chaos Child going to the second. Pretty trying to cut him off. Oh, Chaos Child. Oh! Able to stop himself from getting the worst of that.
Prince Pretty just really not letting Chaos get...
Oh! Flatliner right there on the apron! And Pretty might have sacrificed himself for that. Really good wrestling we're seeing on this pro wrestling program. Oh, trying to go out Oblivion! Beautiful maneuver for Prince Pretty. Oh, and only gets a 2 count. It's elite competition in that ring. And you can see why this one was so hotly anticipated. Oh, goes for the moonsault, but Chaos Child gets out of the way. And that's the danger of a maneuver like that, Mark Houston. You can't see what's going on behind you till you jump. And then by then it's too late, you're up in the air. Chaos Child charges the corner. Oh! Fast and furious striking. Oh, house call! That could be it! Pretty in the eyes of the fans, still the spiritual world champion. A lot of people feel like Prince Pretty should be standing here as world champion, considering that Red Davis tapped out to the figure 8. But that's just not the reality that we live in. And Prince Pretty's trying to make the most of it, but is he gonna get caught? Oh! Into a spine buster! Beautiful maneuver from Chaos Child and only a 2! That almost put away Prince Pretty. And you don't get to rest here in Elite Breakout Wrestling. You go from one banger to the next banger. Pretty goes around the back. Oh, he's got Chaos shot up! Samoan drop! And Prince Pretty almost got it with that one. Surprising strength from Prince Pretty. These guys have been so evenly matched, Mark Houston. This is exactly what everybody was expecting. Beautiful back and forth. Forearm strikes. Oh, overhand chop. Chaos Child. And Pretty returns with one of his own. Oh, and that was just a straight slap to the face. Disrespectful. Oh, and Pretty gives him one back. Now Pretty showing some fire. Oh, man!
Eating the buckle there.
Just dumping him right on his face, right there in the middle turnbuckle. Chaos Child has something to prove here. Pretty, I think he was able to get out of that just in the nick of time.
Yeah, looks like Pretty avoided a pretty deadly disaster right there.
Oh, Pretty, he's on the... Watch out now! A Russian leg sweep from the second rope, Mark Houston! That's gotta be it! If Chaos Child can get to the pin, that's gotta be it!
Doesn't seem like Chaos will be reaching for the pin anytime soon. Both these men are down, but will they be out for the count?
That was insane agility from Chaos Child to jump up to the second rope and catch Prince Pretty.
Okay.
He might be about to close in on the victory. What is Chaos Child trying to set up here? Pretty's up on the second! Whoa!
Oh!
Big boot from Chaos Child takes off Prince Pretty's head! Just rang his bell so hard it almost ended the match.
Prince, it seems like something's going on the outside with Chaos Child.
He might have kicked Prince Pretty's face in so hard that he shattered his foot or his knee or something. That was the big boot to end all big boots. And that may have been more than the crack of Prince Pretty's face that we heard. Wait, Prince Pretty, he's taking advantage! TKO! And Chaos is still on his feet. No! Gets out of the way of the knee, goes for the stomp! Lands on the bad knee! And that's it! Pretty with the roll-up!
Pretty takes home the W here tonight. What a great way to bounce back from that triple threat match.
Yeah, the Chaos Child seemingly may have hurt his knee or something that caused enough of a distraction for Prince Pretty to capitalize.
And let's not take anything away from Chaos Child. He did great, but Prince Pretty needed this win way more than Chaos Child needed it.
And that's what you need to see from Prince Pretty. Is he willing to do what it takes to make it back to the top? And there's still respect there amongst these great professional wrestlers. And another great performance for Prince Pretty. I would say that might just about be putting him back in title contention.
Well, the thing is that Prince Pretty should have already been back in title contention. It's not that hard to look back at some tape and watch what really happened. You know, Croc and Mike Flaherty definitely need to get their stuff in order.
So, Jason, how are you feeling tonight about your second title defense?
How am I feeling about my title defense? Angry? I am violent tonight. Revan Dark, you aren't ready for this, but I am. That's how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Man, take nothing away from the success that the Reds have been having, and I mean Jason as well, the success that just by himself he's been achieving here at EBW, but doesn't it just kind of feel just a little bit like Revan Dark's night?
Yeah, it just might be. This man right now is riding a really good win streak, and he's here to extend it with the name Jason Way next to his.
I mean, he's got some key victories in the past episodes that we've been seeing towards the end of season 3, here the beginning of season 4.
Yeah, really starting to find his stride. The thing is, a lot of people left him out, or they counted him out. To be more clear with that, they counted him out against his match with Dale Dempsey, putting out the open challenge online, and Revan answering saying that you gotta fear Revan. And that's it. You're not fearing Dale Dempsey. He went out there and he proved exactly why he deserves to be in the position that he is in right now.
Yeah, and you can't forget about him making Mickey Maxwell tap out in the middle of the ring right before War for the World. I mean, Revan Dark has been making moves here at Breakout Wrestling.
But when you want to talk about making moves, right? This guy right here, Jason Way, is that guy.
I mean, like, as much as I want to give it to Revan and say it's Revan's night, Jason has everything on his side. He's got the goal, he's got the team, he's got Red Davis specifically. I mean, Jason, he's got all the tools. And it's going to be a hell of a mountain to climb for Revan Dark if he wants to walk out as baddest man in Texas.
And the thing is, I don't think Jason knows what it feels like to not be a champion. He came in, immediately won the world class titles, and after losing them pretty close to each other, won the baddest man in Texas championship. But here we have the tale of the tape for both men, and it's going to be an absolute war, your main event of the evening.
Yeah, like it or not, Revan Dark is going to be playing underdog in this contest. Coming out, swinging.
And Revan knows it's not time to play any games.
Revan Dark is just coming full steam ahead. Tope to the outside.
Wow, from the bottom rope it looked like.
Revan Dark will not be denied tonight. But as I said, he's got a mountain ahead of him.
And as you guys know, the baddest man in Texas, he can set any stipulation he'd like while holding the title. And Jason Way decided to have a regular match here tonight, proving, look, I don't need all that extra stuff from the outside. I can beat you fair and square right here in the middle of that ring.
Oh, yeah, it's dealer's choice when it comes to baddest man.
You got to be the baddest man to do anything you want, anytime, anywhere. That's just what it is.
And you got to be able to fight too.
That's right.
And Jason Way fights with the best of them. Sends Revan Dark into the corner the hard way.
And I know we're watching a match right now, Perry Alice, but I'd really like to thank some special people for the interviews that we had in this episode, and you've seen them before and you've seen them online. Girls Talk Wrestling, they're sponsoring the interviews in between that you see. So go ahead and find them on social media, Girls Talk Wrestling, and give them a follow. We want to thank them.
Yeah, go ahead and check them out if you want to see Mickey Maxwell getting roasted. Oh! Big boot from Jason Way. Almost retains the championship. And when you're going against somebody like Jason Way, just everything that he throws, he's gonna throw it harder than you're gonna throw it, you know? You're gonna have to absorb a lot of damage to get through somebody like Jason Way. Just as something as simple as a punch. It's just amplified just by the sheer size of Jason Way.
Speaking of punch, Revan got away from that one, throwing some strikes of his own.
And this is what Revan's gonna need to do. He's gonna need to use his speed. Oh! Kick right to the face! That's what he's gonna need to do. He's gonna need to use that speed against Jason Way. He's gonna need to keep bringing that offense. Man, sends Jason Way to his butt in the corner.
Oh, there's no way. Going coast to coast.
Jason Way is too far. He's too far. Yeah, see, he was too far. Revan Dark tried to summon all his chi. But it was not enough to get to Jason, and Jason almost retains.
There you go, and that might have costed.
Oh!
Ooh.
Chop from. Now Jason's got it right where he wants it.
That might have costed Revan Dark. You know, this part of the match. He was up. Oh!
Power slam for Jason Way. Yeah, that really almost cost him Mark Houston right there. Could you imagine if you were Revan Dark and your shoulders stayed down for the 3F right there in that moment? Oh! Now Jason just taking it easy. He might be showing a little disrespect to Revan Dark. Just taking his time with the smaller opponent.
Remember when you were part of the Red? Yeah. Remember? You remember that, right? Kicked you out.
That's something that you have to deal with when you're facing somebody that's in the Reds. You got to deal with Big Red out there running his mouth, trying to get in your head.
Ooh, yeah, it's very distracting, and just try to play any kind of sport, whatever it is, and have just someone on the sidelines yelling at you the entire time, talking trash. That's what Big Red does. That's just his thing. And you know, I wish Mike Flaherty and Croc will get him out of there, keep him away from being ringside. Obviously, we see that, you know, it ends up always going the Reds' way when he's out there. No pun intended. Oh!
He might choke it. He might break the neck of Revan Dark. Really reckless handling of Revan Dark.
You okay? Feeling better? I don't think he's okay.
And Revan Dark likes to wear that face paint to try to get into his opponent's head.
Hey, don't give me that look.
But much in the same way that Big Red is getting into the head of Revan Dark right now. Just making him think that maybe he's not good enough to beat Jason. Oh, beautiful suplex from Jason Way. I mean, that's about as good as you can do a suplex. And Revan Dark still won't stay down. But this is what it takes to be baddest man in Texas. That's why Jason is baddest man in Texas, because he's willing to go to the deep waters.
You hear from Revan? They're like, come on,
He's willing to keep inflicting pain if you won't stay down.
keep doing it.
And if Revan Dark can fight through it, absorb all this pain, then he just might be the baddest man in Texas.
Break it. Break it.
Revan Dark just fighting. Just punching with everything that he's got. But Jason Way will not go away. Oh, right on the side of the neck.
Revan Dark really taking some punishment right now from Jason Way. He needs to try to turn this around.
And this is just an example of how just making one mistake, making just one mistake can cost you so much with somebody like Jason Way. With a group like the Reds. Revan Dark's gonna have to fight back from a lot. Goes underneath. And Revan Dark flying clothesline! That may have been the last bit of energy, the last bit of strength that Revan Dark had.
It was enough to take Jason off his feet, and that's not something that you see happen often.
Revan Dark has got a second wind coming in with those kicks. Going for the big one. Jason ducks out of the way. Oh! And Revan Dark comes back with a spinning forearm. Revan Dark is fighting like a warrior. He's been on a streak. I said whenever he came out, it felt like his night. He might just be about to prove those words right. Oh, double stomp to the back! And Jason Way is he's still somehow on his knees. Oh, and another double stomp!
Jeez.
And Jason Way is still getting back up. Jason will not go away. Revan Dark just striking with everything that he's got. One final effort. Beautiful. Suplex. Surprising strength from Revan Dark. He gets to the pin. And Jason still kicks out. What is Revan Dark gonna have to do? He's going back up. What is he doing? Wait! Mickey Maxwell! What the hell did Mickey Maxwell just do? He's got Revan Dark away to hell! And still baddest man in Texas with the assist from Max RX. I don't even know what to make of that, Mark Houston. What the hell did he do that for? I know he wants to be a part of the Reds, but
That's just it right there. Just kissing ass, exactly what Max RX does best.
But Revan Dark was about to do it, Mark Houston.
I think Revan Dark was just seconds away from being your new baddest man in Texas. Again, we gotta run it back. Hopefully immediately for Revan Dark, but
yeah, that was just robbery. I can't believe Mickey Maxwell did that. That's a new low even for him. I don't think Jason necessarily wanted Mickey Maxwell to do that. I don't think he was asking for Max RX to get involved in his match and his business.